hear something over there stepping. Come on, boy, where are you? I guess it's a boy, it might be a girl.
I'm closer.
And guys, I believe that's exactly what the deal is. I think we got a female up here with a young one that she's... Did you just hear that one?
I did.
Now the dog's barking at it over there.
Now it's hustling behind you again.
Yeah. She's taking advantage of these free gut piles, and
Well, she's like right behind you though.
yeah, I think we'll get on out to the trail and let her have at it. Alright, we're going on. We're going to leave you alone. Welcome back to Arkansas Bigfoot, everybody. We have finally made it out here in the light of day. And before we get started, I'm going to tell you up front, we're about 200 yards off of the blacktop, so you're going to hear occasional road noise. And across the blacktop in the other forestry, they're out there deer hunting, so you're going to hear occasional gunshots. The guys aren't hunting over on this side today, so we're going to take the opportunity to walk around and look around. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, do so. Ring the notification bell so you can keep up with all of the new videos that we post. In this area here, we have done what, 4 or 5 videos now between your channel and my channel about this spot. And I'm going to put a link to all of those videos in the description box, so make sure to watch those so you'll know everything that we're talking about with this area here. We're up in the Ouachitas, and the last visit that we had, we got some pretty heavy foot stomps and a grunt and growl and some other things going on. First time we were out here, it wasn't quite as drastic with that, but we caught some crazy EVPs.
Yeah.
And we came back and did a couple of follow-ups for Rachel's channel, running the spirit box and some other equipment. Like I said, you'll have to watch all of those videos to be up to speed with everything, but we finally got a chance to look around out here in the daylight, and so we're going to take advantage of it.
Yep.
I wanted to start with a place that was familiar to what you saw in the Ouachita She-Squatch video. And here's this fallen tree here and the cedar break right up here, so we're going to begin from this point and see what we find.
I'm hoping we'll find evidence up there where we were hearing all the commotion.
I had stopped and shown that twisted cedar bend there, and on the way up the trail here we found some spots where deer hide had been ripped and torn apart, and you could see the white hair off of a tail and some other stuff. I'll put those pictures in the video. And there's the crows. Alright, so right in here is where we heard that running really strong.
I think that growled too, wasn't it?
Somewhere right up in here. It sounded like it was coming from down in that.
Let's check it out.
Try not to twist an ankle because there's rocks all around everywhere.
I don't know if that'll show as well on camera.
Kind of hard to see in the leaf litter, but we can see impressions running right to there. I would say all those are natural droops, those arches there, but you know, it looks familiar with a lot of the arches that we see in our woods. And alright, right there. Look at behind you. Step to your left, please. Alright, so I'm going to say that that's probably not something that fell just like that.
Put underneath it.
Well, this is just about the area that the growl came from. And you see all those stomped down foot tracks in that?
Yep.
You're hung up.
There we go. There's several actually.
I think that guy over there across the highway is just shooting for the fun of it now. There's a foot impression there and one there. One right in front of you on the ground.
There, that's a young one. Most of these are juvenile.
Well, this is actually quite a good spot for one to have been sitting or hiding out in.
We know the one night we had a juvenile that was just kind of chucking pine cones at us.
Well,
And I suspect we might have found her.
everywhere around here are all kinds of rocks and little stones and pebbles. That's probably what he was tossing up there. He, she, it, they, them, whichever.
Trying to connect with the individuals that live out here. Of course, we had picked up on Ouachita early.
That first night that we were out here.
And again, on the one video we did for Into the Veil, he felt very present. This is feeling like a female.
Yeah, let's walk back over to that little trail and we'll go on up it and see what we see. Not to blind everybody with the sunlight, but that's unfortunately the direction we need to go. Looks like a Good sitting spot right in there. This is going to be a large field to investigate and look around in. This is a lot of acreage here to work with.
Which is great.
Right now I'm just trying to see if I spot any X's or glyphs or any other kind of thing that's familiar to us.
It could be natural, but
we have sort of nicknamed this place Moonshine Hollow for that area down in there. And if you watch Rachel's video of the same name, you'll understand why we're calling it that. Through some of the EVP session that we did down there, it produced quite a sordid tale and story of moonshine stills and brothels and intrigue and murder and just you name it.
I'm gonna try to get a name for this female. See if she'll talk to us. She says Nakum, like N-A-K-U-U-M, Nakum.
Was that her that grunted at us the other night?
Yep. She said, but she didn't have intention to hurt us, but we kind of, she was trying to figure out what we were doing, and we were getting kind of close, and I think the little one is hers. But it's a male.
one right there in between the rocks.
There was another one back that way,
impression.
but that's her. According to that, she's about 7.5, maybe 7.5. I don't have a tape measure with me. You'd think we'd know better by now.
Just looking out through the trees here, trying to spot any obvious X's or any stuff like that, but so far not too much of that.
At least not on this side. There's a lot of acres here. She's pointing this way, like maybe she wants us to go down there.
And I'm working my way around it. I see a opening up there. We can kind of pan the area a little bit.
Her energy is amazing. She's super friendly. I think this is Ouachitta's daughter. Daughter? Yeah. Big heel here. That's harder to see though. I'm gonna find a better one.
Yeah, in a lot of our early videos, we made the correlation between the highly mineralized areas and the quartz and all of that for having, you know, vortex energy, portal type energy, having the right mix of ingredients to create those places. And you look around on the ground and there's quartz rock everywhere.
Growing in squares.
Yeah.
This is a spot, and I'm trying to figure out what if this is portal, if this is. She says, yeah, right here. This is a portal here. And look at this big, beautiful piece of quartz here, and on the other side. Alright, I'm stepping in, and I don't really want to go anywhere right now.
Trying to keep it on wide lens right now because it's a vast bottom to look down through. If our heads turned one direction and we got the camera pointed in another direction, maybe somebody else will see something. But
right. He's saying watch how you go because there's a lot of portals here. showing me like.
Look straight up that hill at that.
Mm-hmm. They don't all belong to the people, like, you know, but she's just saying, pay attention to where you're going. This is really flat and well traveled right here.
Yeah.
Even if it's I don't know if deer would use it, but it's really flat.
Pretty much anything would use it.
Mm-hmm. Is that an arch or is it just a...
Yeah, it looks like one.
In here it looks like one. We usually don't see them made out of cedar, but that doesn't mean they wouldn't. She said, get one.
Yeah, there's footprints all down through this.
Interesting.
Well, we paused for a few minutes to walk around and look for any little glyphs or anything like that, and ran the SLS app for maybe 10 or 15 minutes and got so much sun glare that it's hard to really see anything through it. I think we're gonna hike on back out, and wanted to give everybody a chance to take a look at this in the daylight to know the area that we were coming to in the dark.
Cord is up in there.
But as winter goes on a little bit farther and they all get done with their hunting and everything else, we'll be exploring a little deeper into this. Like I said, there's a lot of acreage to cover, a lot of places to look. Just because we're not seeing the X's and glyphs and everything right here in this location doesn't mean that there aren't some out around the boundary areas of it.
And we noticed in our woods some of the structures and things kind of started appearing more and more
as we kept coming.
Frequented. Mm-hmm.
But thanks a lot for tagging along, and we'll catch you farther down the trail.